welcome back to another episode of Queenish. It's Kiera.
It's Raven.
And Helena.
How was your week, ladies?
Long, stupid. I'm tired. That made me go back to work.
For real?
I'm exhausted. Yeah, I had to go back to work Monday. I'm motherfucking tired. Getting up at 5:30 again. My body is all messed up. Yeah, and then I come home and work out and then eat and
go to sleep.
I wish. I go to sleep late now.
Shit, I went at 1 last night.
Me too.
Did you not take a nap? Is that why?
I don't know what I did yesterday. But I think I took a late 20-minute nap. I think I took a nap at 10 o'clock.
I'm just happy because it's about to be a 3-day weekend in the holiday coming up. So
Nope, that don't relate to me.
Why y'all open?
We don't ever get President's Day off.
The kids are in school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't get no day off until.
How do the kids only no fucking day off? You at home.
But even when they were, we never get that day. The next day that I would get is Good Friday.
We don't get Good Friday at my job. But is there another shit? We get the majority.
That's it. Is
in the spring break
President's Day, Good Friday, Easter, spring break.
See, but I be getting the random holidays off that y'all don't get.
I don't know when the hell spring break is no more, to be honest.
The kids on the fucking spring break.
They're
already. Where they going? That's just me. That's just me. I gotta feed you and entertain you. No. You don't need a fucking spring break. You already in the house.
How long is spring break for them? A week?
A week
and a half
or two?
Like a week and a half.
Yeah, what you about to do for a week and a half?
Shit. Homework.
Don't make some work.
And Malachi be knowing. One time I said, Malachi, you gotta do this. And he was like, no, mommy just makes me do this. He was like, I don't have to do it. I was like, well, if mama does it, we gonna do it.
Shit.
Because you ain't gonna have me get cussed out.
Yeah, them kids don't need no spring break. Because, I mean, it's nowhere to go. They stay home, they're bored.
You're right, there is nowhere to really take kids for spring break.
And if I don't get that 1,400 stimmy by spring break, you ain't going nowhere for real.
Joe, where the fuck is the stimulus? The people want to know. It is February. You told us when you get in the office that we was going to get that stimmy. It ain't hit nobody account. Niggas about to be back out here boosting.
For real. I don't know why they still fighting over it. Just pass it and be done.
At this rate, I'm adding interest.
Is them rich ass crackers? We can say crackers. It's Black History Month. Shit.
They just need to give us our money and call it.
I want my money. At this rate, I'm going to get my taxes before we get another stimulus.
Shit.
And some people didn't get the stimulus because, some of them was like, oh, we couldn't pass it out. So you got to wait till you do your taxes to get it. For some people, I was like, it sucks for you.
Are they getting the whole $2,000 or are they getting
just that 600? Because they ain't passed nothing for the other. They still debating. But I will say thanks for me not having to pay no interest on my student loans. I appreciate you. That's the only thing I like.
I'll say thank you. I wasn't going to pay them motherfuckers.
I wasn't paying the shit anyway. So, shit the fuck.
I'll pay y'all the bare minimum and I'll be like, defer. Forbearance. All of that shit. Give me all of that.
You get that $5. Shit.
I'm trying to get mine down to $5.
$5?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't defer that shit so much. I got to pay $5 a month. At one point it was 10. I started complaining. I was like, I can afford $10. It was $10. I was like, I can afford $10. I said, ma'am, I can't afford $10. She said, it's $5. I said, I can do $5. Shit, come to summertime, we're gonna drop it to $250. Shit. I would be paying $1 in student loan. I don't fuck. Shit, I ain't using the shit. Take the hell. Bitch. I'm not paying. Listen. I pay $5 a month. I don't give a fuck.
Can you call the people for me?
Shit.
These motherfuckers talking about something. If I don't update my thing again, it's gonna be $1,000.
What?
And it's income driven. I said, who income y'all looking at?
Oh, I don't do income driven.
But when I did the other one, it was higher than that. I said, where the fuck do y'all think I live at?
Because they will definitely, as soon as no. Because let's say I made $200,000, they gonna think, oh, well, you can afford to pay. No,
bitch, you can clear the shit up with one paycheck.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm about to call them and be like, nah, I don't have no money.
Child, I'm glad they dropped it because now I ain't got to worry about all that interest because all the money was going to interest. I used to get them things saying I don't remember how much I was paying a month in my student loans, but you paid $36 on the principal. I'm like, I done gave y'all almost like $200.
I wish I would.
I think I paid like $190.
But I'm not even worrying about that. I just pay it so they can shut up and not fuck up my credit because I already forgave myself for the loans. So if they want to get on board and forgive me too, okay.
Bet.
I don't care about that.
Listen, my next renewal, I'm dropping that bitch down to $250.
That's gonna be with you forever. But you know, it's all right. It's all right. It don't even matter. If they do that, they forgive it because you know he's supposed to be doing something that he might forgive like $10,000. But they say he might. That
$10,000. Give me the fucking $10,000.
That's one of the things they say he was trying to do, like student loan forgiveness.
What the fuck is $10,000? That's all my interest. Right? Shit, that's half of my interest. I ain't been paying shit.
That's not gonna do nothing for me. For mine.
Oh, for you, no.
Just give me the $10,000.
I mean, it'll do something for me because I think I ain't got that much left. But I'll take off like half, almost. I'll be straight.
Whoever made student loans, your mama's a hoe. I don't care.
You dirty dick bitch.
I don't care.
Got cook laundry up.
But you got what did she say? Clogranda. You got chlamydia and gonorrhea. God damn. Girl. Fucking what man.
Right. Oh my God. But thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on IG. We are Queenish_podcast. If you have questions or would like to receive advice, you can email us at queenishpod@gmail.com. Now let's get into Jester News.
What else could he be but a jester? A jester? A jester? A funny idea, a jester.
In today's Jester News, man Gorilla glues a cup to his lips because he didn't believe Tessica Brown's story was real. As many of us have been following Tessica Brown's Gorilla Glue hair incident, one man was so convinced that her story wasn't real that he tried it himself. This dumbass used Gorilla Glue on his lips and thought he could simply lick it off. However, that definitely wasn't the case.
His tongue is stuck to his lips?
He glued a cup to his lips.
The whole...
Lynn Martin glued a paper cup to his lips to prove that the heavy-duty Gorilla Glue that Tessica used in her hair was not as sticky as she made it seem. Martin said he thought she was just playing around and didn't think it was that serious. Unfortunately, he found out the hard way that Gorilla Glue is that shit ain't sticky. That shit be hard.
Well, at least he can cut a hole around the cup.
No, he can't. Doctors performed what Martin described as a painful peeling to remove the cup. He will need to keep the area covered for up to 3 weeks. Doctors say if his lips don't heal, he could face surgery to remove the tip of his lip. Martin, who is a rapper, denied that the stunt was an attempt to gain attention.
Yes, it was.
This dumb.
Well, it's a plastic cup, right?
The red solo cup.
So let him just cut the cup and leave a little hole right there in.
So he's just gonna have pieces of plastic on his
lip? You gonna walk around with a solo cup stuck to your lip?
I mean, if you cut out the bottom piece, you still get to eat and breathe.
But you still got a cup stuck to your upper lip.
I mean, still the same. Listen, at least he can eat.
They removed it, but they had to take some of his skin off, so his lip is like covered. And they're saying if it doesn't heal, then your top lip gonna fall off. Now, was it worth it?
And no one even care about your story like that.
No, because he did a whole video. He was like, "I'm gonna prove to y'all that this ain't real. You can just lick off the glue." What? Everybody know Gorilla Glue.
It's good that he didn't lick it up because his tongue would have been stuck to it.
Yeah.
Like this.
He would have had to dry his mouth. Oh, that's terrible.
You would have to get a piece of your tongue cut off then, because if your tongue stuck to your lip,
I'll be just putting some acetone in my mouth or something.
Oh, death!
He gonna die anyway with his dry ass throat. Can you imagine?
You right. You would get dry mouth.
Like very dehydrated.
This nigga was stupid. I'm sorry.
He was so stupid. And these be some grown ass, old ass people.
First
of all, that lady was 40, the Gorilla Glue lady.
Yeah.
And he was, I don't know, some old looking nigga.
He was a rapper?
You know, what nigga ain't a rapper? I mean, that didn't surprise me.
He looked retarded.
Dude,
And Tessa, I think she confused the sprays or something. Because I think that's why she switched to Gorilla Glue. I think there's another glue called Gorilla something for hair.
It's called Gorilla Snot. And it's not a spray, it's gel.
Yeah.
So she dumb as hell. Okay, let me tell you something. Reading is fundamental. If you don't do anything else with your kids, please teach them how to read.
Please.
Because all she had to do was read that thing, and it says it's for wood, metal, all types of shit. Now, one thing said nothing about no hair or no skin. You can't even find it. Do you see that shit at Tyson at the beauty supply store?
No.
It's at Lowe's.
So
home improvement shit.
She went to Family Dollar or something.
Or something, yeah. And wherever she bought it, you definitely didn't buy it in the section where it's with hair.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Or she found that shit in the house and was like, let me do this. But they did get it out her hair.
They did get it out.
He
but
saved her edges.
I was for sure her hair was going to fall out.
I thought for sure she was going to have that be bald and just start fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Because, girl, supposedly she's supposed to be suing them.
For what?
Because the bottle doesn't specify that you can't use it on hair. So she was going to
But
sue
it tells you what you can use it on.
But because it didn't say hair. You know, it's the same thing the person did with McDonald's when they spilled their coffee on them and they sued McDonald's because the cup didn't say hot. Like, caution, contents is hot. That's why every cup now says, caution, this is hot.
In America.
And that woman won her lawsuit. Even though it's common sense, if coffee is hot, duh. But she spilled it and sued McDonald's and won. So that woman's probably going to sue. Because look at everything she had to go through. Even though it's her fault.
And I'm going to tell you,
all, this
it tells you
waited
for
1 month.
Wood, this, and that.
And it says, do not put on skin. So if you can't put it on their skin, why do you think you could put it on your hair?
So there's not enough space in that bottle for me to say, do not use on skin, do not use on your child, do not use on this, do not use.
Agreed. But people gonna be dumb.
They're gonna have to update their
She's
bottle now.
She's not gonna win that. She's not gonna win that lawsuit.
Some lawyer thought he could tell me something. Oh, she has a case. I'm like, you a dumbass lawyer. You would never be my lawyer. Go get me Annalise Keating because
he's trying to get paid because she gonna have to pay him out of something.
And it's so viral now. That's probably why he feel like she would have a case. That has to be the only reason because it's like now nationwide. Everyone's been documenting her whole process.
So
I just want to know why she waited a whole month.
A month.
How much she been trying to get it out? You're not trying that hard.
It wasn't budging. If it wasn't moving, I would have been like, first of all, most people do a test patch. Why you ain't just test like a patch and see how it was gonna work? You did your whole head.
She thought it was some damn got to be spray.
So when she made the ponytail and she just sprayed it on the air.
She sprayed it
so it can be laid flat.
My thing is, okay, at some point she had tied a scarf on there, right?
Unless she was one of the people who get like the blow dryer probably or something. Because that scarf would have definitely been stuck. And if the scarf was stuck, she would have been out of luck for real. A scarf stuck to your hair, it's over with.
She's stupid as hell. I'm sorry, I did not feel bad for her. I don't.
Good luck.
Because she's a grown woman that knows how to read. And I'd hopefully use critical thinking. That ain't even critical thinking. That's common sense. If I can't put this on my skin, it shouldn't go on my hair. Have you ever got Gorilla Glue on your hand?
Yes.
It took me weeks to get that shit off.
Fuck that super glue.
Yeah, that's hard to get off.
Yeah.
So if you know from super glue, you know.
If you didn't bite out the hair section, it's not for your hair. There is no Gorilla Glue in the aisles where you see shampoo.
Walmart don't even carry that shit.
Like, you got to go to the whole nother section to get that. So
it's not even, if it's not in the cabinets at Walmart.
She thought that shit was some got to be glue. That's not to lay down
that
your
snot.
lace, girl.
I'm glad it's off her scalp. And to the nigga the dumbass who thought it was a good idea to test the theory. After you see what that woman was going through, she could not wash her hair for a month.
Thank you.
Now he about to not have a top lip.
Now you go walk around with all gums. Soon as you see him, you see gums. No.
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
Okay.
Good luck to y'all, I guess.
Good luck. I hope your lip work out. You ain't kissing nobody. Hey, you can't even eat. If you gotta eat, you can't let no food touch your mouth because that's gotta be sensitive.
I mean,
imagine eating something hot, even if it's not spicy. What if it's just hot?
I mean, hopefully you're not eating like that.
Eating like a horse.
Shoot.
Maybe he drinking smoothies and shit.
At this point, that's all he can do.
Niggas don't drink smoothies. The fuck?
He looked like he eat fried chicken and collard greens weekly. So imagine smoothing down collard greens and fried chicken.
Do you put it past him to try it? No.
You know what? A man like him who's willing to test it, I don't put it past him. So you're right. Good luck. Hope your mouth work out. Throne talk.
Everybody knows me. I'm a queen. This is called royalty over here, okay? I'm not stepping off my throne to address no bum, no chicks that are beneath me, and nobody that has not worked as hard as I worked for anything.
Okay, our topic today is on feminine men.
Gay.
No. Let me explain. As I don't mean gay men, because gay men are gay men. I mean, a feminine man is a man who is attracted to women, but operates mostly in his feminine energy.
Covered.
No. Let me explain. Here are some traits of a feminine man. Very obsessed with their appearance. They spend a lot of time in the mirror. That's a dig boy. Very chatty, likes to gossip.
Gay.
Highly sensitive, overly emotional.
Mommy issues. Gay.
Get attached to you too quickly.
Mommy issues.
Listens to your problems but never comes up with a solution.
Toxic.
Petty and argumentative.
Gay.
Wants to be cherished and pampered, often entitled and self-centered.
Gay.
Resents paying on dates or wants to go 50-50.
Reasonable.
Hell, on a date?
Listen here, y'all bitches y'all got crab legs appetite now. No, and bitch, that platter is $25. Okay, shit, I get 10.
So y'all splitting the platter?
Hell no. Okay, they're usually womanizers, like typical fuckboy.
Cover up.
Are attracted to ambitious women, and they usually don't work. Or don't focus on making money. Yes, they're roaches. They lack purpose, or they have no vision or plan, or they have one and they don't execute it.
Narcissistic.
They just got a lot of ideas, don't do shit with it. Sees himself as a victim, and they whine and complain a lot. And last but not least, they seek to be equal to women or prefer gender role reversal.
Gay. So what part is that is not gay?
No. But the thing is not, it's their feminine trait. They're too, how do I explain it? It's not, they're sexually attracted to women. They're physically attracted to women. They don't want to be
because they want to be a woman. So you're a lesbian.
I can't.
They're not lesbians.
They're not lesbians. They're just confused. I don't know.
Transgender?
The best way we describe it will be roach. That's how we be describing them. Bums, roaches, them type niggas.
I don't know no feminine bum roach.
No,
now.
but no, that's a feminine trait for you to want your woman to take care of you. It's the other way around. You're a man. You're supposed to be the protector, the provider. You're supposed to have stability, security. Why am I taking the man role on? You want me to take care of you. That's very feminine.
So you need a sugar daddy then. So that means
he needs to leave me alone.
But that's not my fault. That's all him.
That's him.
That's what I'm saying. So he's gay.
But that's why they look for women that have a lot of achievements, because they're like, oh, she can take care of me. And now when I was reading this and stuff, I was like, oh my God, I am so triggered. Because these roach ass niggas have been looking for a come up. She got to be quicker than that.
You ain't had no roach using your brush. The fuck?
So Raven, you felt like you dated men with feminine energy.
I do.
Energy, not personality and quality.
But it ties into your personality though.
It is, because it's traits. That's their personality traits. They have a lot of feminine traits.
But bruh wasn't taking 20 minutes to come downstairs. But he had to put his earrings in.
But see, I'm not saying no. Now men, they don't have all the traits. Not every man's gonna have all the traits.
Right.
But a lot of these traits, like if you okay with me taking care of you and you're okay with me paying for everything and you like to gossip, if I can like gossip with you like I do a girlfriend, there's a difference between having a conversation and being a chatty patty. You get too attached to me, overly sensitive. that was a big one that I noticed. Y'all remember Baby? That nigga was feminine as hell. Now that I think about it. And when I realized later, like one day I was like, why don't I like him anymore? Like I literally didn't understand why I didn't like him anymore. And now that I look back at it, it's because he was too feminine for me. He was too feminine. He was attached very quickly. He was overly emotional.
Yeah. I think Helena's right when she said mommy issues. I think, like, because most niggas like that.
But he had both of his parents. I don't think he necessarily had mommy issues.
But you can have your mother in your life and not have issues with your mom.
He got issues in general, but you know, I don't know. I think maybe he was babied.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like do y'all think the way that a mother treats their son can contribute to them being feminine?
Yes, it's called toxic motherhood.
It can be good or bad because now it can make you feel like, okay, I know what woman not to settle for, and then it be like, oh, I know what woman to cling on. Because if you had a mother who always took care of you, you're not gonna find no bitch who, when you come home, the house is dirty and I'm paying the bills, but ain't no food. The house is dirty, but bitch, your nails done took my baby. You like my polish, bitch? Go wash that shit off.
I think there's a balance.
I don't have no problem if you paying the bills. I don't think there's a problem with you thinking that the house needs to be clean and food me cooked. I mean, you want me to take care of you, baby you, like your mother. That's feminine.
But then again, you want a woman who possesses that quality your mother had, that strong, hardworking, like go get it attitude, where
masculine.
She's not going to wait. Well,
a masculine quality.
Okay, so I think there's a balance.
Masculine. I used to. Not every mother's gonna wait for the daddy to come home and bring the bread, because you know you got a lot of single mothers now.
I get it. When you have to be independent women, you have to get into masculine energy. Everybody has feminine and masculine energy.
Right.
When we have to be independent women, we have to dig into our masculine energy because we got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of our kids, because who the hell else gonna do it?
Yeah. But if you want a woman who possesses a quality, at least you know, God forbid you die tomorrow, your kids are good.
I mean, it's not wrong with her possessing the quality, but you shouldn't want your woman to be like that all the time. Like she's the man of the household. There's a man here. Why do I have to be the man?
So I think this is the issue. I think this is where, like, I get your point when you're saying, like, some men are raised with the mothers being a certain way towards their son. Like, you're being nurturing. You're doing what you're supposed to do as a mother. But I think as a mother, you have to have a balance between nurturing your son, but also raising him to be independent and, like, being able to stand on his own 10. Because I've dated men where he's gotten so used to women in his life doing everything. You got your mama doing everything, your grandma doing everything. So you're programmed to think that women, I should be able to ask, and a woman does. So now when he's out in the world dating women and he's getting in relationships, he expects a woman to do everything. Like if he called, hey, babe, can you give me $50 to pay my phone bill? No. Hey, babe, can you slide me
your
this?
Your phone's still on, right? Because you calling me?
Like, but that's what they'll do because they're accustomed to it. And then when you tell them, I can't do that, they throw a fit. Because to them, they're like, whoa, you told me no. I'm not used to being told no when I'm asking for help. And that's what comes.
That way too.
But that's what comes with toxic motherhood. Your mother never said, look, son, go out there and you need to go get a job.
You're a man.
Yeah, it's one thing because you're going to do what you're supposed to do as a mother and raise your child and take care of your child. But you also got to, like, my mother took care of us. But my brothers, when they got old enough, my mom wasn't babying them. None of my brothers are babied. Like, none of my brothers are sitting around saying, hey, Ma, can you slide me 20? Like, my brothers never, if anything, they was like, okay, Ma, I'm going to do for you.
As a man, I would be embarrassed if I found out my son out here asking his girlfriend for money.
Every time.
And, like, I'm not even talking, and I know hard times, like, it's just a regular basis. Well,
and this stupid bitch doing that, bitch, can you pay my cable bill too? Shit.
Well, she like being the man, then go ahead.
But that's the point. It's like what you said, like a man like that is going to be attracted to a woman who has masculine energy and is ambitious because they're accustomed to women being that way. So, because I've definitely talked to Nick because I definitely never dated their ass, where I'm like, nigga, why? I feel like you just begging.
Like, it's such a turn off. It's such a turn off.
Yeah, might make DSS take my food stamps from me, nigga. Hell no.
You got money to pass out, bitch. You know what I mean?
You got money to buy your own groceries. No.
But they do. And honestly, I had to step back and look and was like, damn, was I giving off some masculine energy at some times? And I said, yeah.
But you didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And that's something I had to be more, like, conscious of now. Like, okay, I ain't about to step up and do this and do that. Because me, I'm thinking, all right, this is me being nurturing and caring, but I'm babying this nigga, so now I'm taking care of him, and he's okay with it. Any man that I want to be with, a masculine man, should not be okay with me taking care of him.
Right.
So I just had to step back and not be so that strong, independent woman all the time. When I'm around the man now, I don't know how to do nothing. That's
right.
another thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
Lift water.
All the time, I don't want to pick that up. I'll be at work. Can you take it to my office? I can carry that box. I don't want to carry it.
Right.
Can you change my windshield wipers? I go up to autos. Can y'all put this on? I don't want to break my fingernail.
Right.
And never do it.
I agree, but like your whole list of like a feminine energy, that whole list describes schoolboy.
Yes.
Tell me that whole list is not describing.
He has it like real bad.
He has
that
feature.
petty argumentative shit and
bashing women.
Yeah, and it's always men with the feminine energy. Like it's almost as if they hate women, but then they'll be the same one saying, "No, I love women. I want to be women." But then like they have a man.
You are a woman.
Listen here, Leon. I don't care what nobody said. Leon's gay.
You leave that man alone.
But it's true. Like easily offended. He is easily offended no matter what, and it, like he does a thing where he feels like, oh, my childhood, my mother didn't do this, my mother did that.
You
But then
old enough now, fix your damn self.
Yeah, but at the same time, he'll praise his mom. Man, my mama did it. My mama was this. But then he'll be like, man, my mama didn't do. Like, you go back and forth between it. And then because you have issues with your mother, then you end up dating women. And then you want to project those same issues that you have with your mom onto the women you date.
Ooh, baby, he got a lot to unpack. And I'm going to need him to do therapy before he try to get in a relationship.
But this how backwards, you know how you said feminine energy, they're obsessed with how they look physically? When I was telling him, like, yo, you sound insecure. Like, you have self-confidence. You got to work on yourself. He was like, yeah, I think you're right. And I'm going to start going to the gym. I was like, nigga.
I'm not saying you go to the gym to get your shape.
I told him that. I said everything I'm telling you has everything to do with your inner self. It has nothing to do with physical. So I said, I know a lot of people
you could lose a little weight, but but
no, he was fine. Like physically, he's like in shape. But my thing is, that's your cover up. That's your Band-Aid.
I know at the gym.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I need to start going back to the gym and because that's how I would get my energy. I'm like, no, you're missing it. Like I said, I know a lot of people who look good and they're messed up on the inside. So it has nothing to do with you looking better. Looking better and you lifting more weights is not going to make you how you are. Like you got a lot of issues. I think
that went over his head.
It did.
Because that was showing his insecurity. Like there's nothing wrong with you working out, but he's obsessed with how he looks. Now I want to go to the gym because I just want to be healthy. Now I'm going to go so I can look better so the girls can look at me.
Because he'll be like, women want men who make money. So I was like, you don't realize
But you don't have no money.
But yeah, but that's my point though. But that's my point. You're insecure about how much you make. So you don't realize you wear that like a second shirt. Like
so instead of going to the gym, go to the fucking hiring job place.
He'd rather complain.
Indeed.com.
No, that's no. Why do that? His complaint is, I work, I have a good job, I'm a hardworking man, but women only want men with money. So I'm thinking, you keep talking about money. Like
what kind of is there a special money women want?
But that's your insecure.
Yeah,
you're insecure about how much you make. So you feel like because I don't make enough money to whatever woman you're attracting, then since I don't make enough money, let me make sure I can fuck good. Let me make sure I can work out good. Because he'll be all on Facebook, oh man, like I should be a porn star. And I'm like, nigga, all you can offer is dick.
That's a trait. That's a trait right there.
Exactly.
They like to fuck around with a lot of women because I think they're just trying to fill some type of void.
Validation.
Yeah.
I can't.
Have y'all ever dated a feminine man? You said you talked to one. You ever dated one?
I ain't got patience for that.
I've never dated.
You come off that gay to me. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that cover shit. That's how AIDS started spreading.
Oh my God.
No, I've never dated. Like, luckily, like, I agree with what you said. Like, women and men both have feminine and masculine energy. But when you're with the right person, they will pull more from certain sides of you. So if you're with a man who doesn't step up and do what he's supposed to do, you're naturally going to feel like you got to do that. But if you're with a man who's doing what he's supposed to do, you'll naturally just be like the...
Listen, why you ain't tell me this like 2 or 3 years ago? Because I was dumb, stressed the fuck out. You know why? I'm over here like, damn, my testosterone levels. I'm about to start growing a beard in this bitch. Throwing shit. Because I was tired and stressed out because being a strong, independent woman, I'm sorry, I don't want to subscribe to that no more. I don't mind being self-sufficient. I'm not saying I want anybody to take care of me, but I don't want to do every single thing. I'm
Right.
tired of that. That is stressful and tiring. That is not what I'm here for. I'm a woman.
Right.
When I meet a man that's going to be a man, you come in, be the man. You got it. I don't want to do it
Change
no
the
more.
light.
Please.
You know, before we go to sleep, go around, make sure the door is locked, do all of that, you know, so I ain't got to worry about it. Change my
I'm
oil.
going to clean the house and I'm going to go watch Married at First Sight. Like, I don't want to do
I'll
more
go
of this
cook
shit.
or whatever. I'll do that. I don't mind the gender roles and aspect. If you going out and you get my car inspected and the tires
I love
changed
that.
and the oil.
Talk dirty. Please go do something with my car. I don't want to go get the inspection shit now.
Because you know, you go get an oil change, and next thing you know, you got a fucking
Cabin
change the
filter.
filter.
And that cabin filter expensive as shit.
The bricks. what tell me your air filter need to be changed? I said, I ain't using the air right now. Shit, I said, I ain't using the air right now.
Until you be in that bitch wondering why you sneezing and coughing.
I said, it's okay. I ain't using the air right now. I'll put the fucking windows down. I ain't just do the regular oil change I'm here for. Leave the air filter. It's not summertime yet. I'll change the air filter in the summertime.
You right, they do be finding all types of shit. I'm tired of that. I don't want to do that no more.
What kind of air filter for?
To filter the air?
The windows down. Shit.
Bye. Until you turn that heat on, you got damn dust coming out.
It's okay. Shit. I'm not. Just give me the little oil change. Rotate the tires. Just do what you gotta do. I don't need a filter. No.
I hope you got your asthma pump with you.
I hope.
Oh, girl. She made me forget what I was about to say.
You said, would you ever date a man? She said she wouldn't because she'd be irritated with it.
I definitely, because you would never date a feminine man, because when you met baby, I saw your face. First of all, already on your face. But I was like, Helena is like, who in the fuck is
Because he confused the hell out of me. I was like, who runs up to someone like, baby?
Y'all, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. If I didn't know yet, no, that's when I knew. I was in the back seat because that was my graduation.
Yeah.
In the rain, that bitch running in the rain.
I
In the
was
rain.
so-
And he came out of nowhere. I don't even know how he found us. Like,
He always finds me.
how do you, in a big ass parking lot, all these people, it's nighttime, it's raining.
Girl, he could find me with his eyes closed.
I didn't even know that was that was our first time meeting him. I'm like, who is this light skinned nigga running around yelling baby? Like,
I was so
not even baby.
embarrassed.
Baby.
I literally could have went to the upper room then. Like, take me to the kitchen. I wanted to melt in that seat. I was like, okay. I'm so embarrassed. I said, I know when I get out of the car, these bitches gonna talk so much shit.
I didn't think he was coming to you till you. I said, "Oh, that's it."
He had never done that in his whole life, but for that night, he just wanted to be the most feminine thing he could be.
He had to let it be known who he was.
He did, because even when you crossed the stage that night, he was like, "That's my girlfriend." I was like, "Oh, that must be him."
And then he bring a little dyke-looking bitch drinking a damn bottle. Listen, I don't hate gay people, but if you are what you are, you are what you are. But shit, how the fuck you gonna bring a bottle to a party and you drink out of it with your mouth?
The girl, the friend did.
Remember she had brought a little bottle, and then she started drinking out of that bitch.
I guess she didn't bring it to share. I
She
wasn't paying
didn't.
attention to that. But they would party. But they would party like that because they was cheap, and that's why I like partying with them.
We had plenty of drink and everything.
They are cheap. Do you see why we never meshed? He wanted to split stuff. Oh, are you gonna pay for something? I said,
for real, he split?
He wanted to. He would always want me to be at his house all the time. I want to go home sometimes. I like my space. He was clingy. That was the one thing. And he'd always want to cook. And I'm like, we can actually like pick up something. I don't want to cook all the time because you want us to cook together. And I want to sit here and watch Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
One day he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go make this and that. It would be nice if you would give me some money for groceries.
Mm-hmm. I know it sounds hungry.
When I told you, I picked up the phone. I'm like, first of all, you offered to cook. You want to cook. I can feed myself. You offered. I didn't ask. So if you feel some type of way that I'm coming in your pocket because you're buying groceries that you were going to buy anyway without me being there, but because I'm eating on them, you want me to split too. Feminine.
I already ate at home.
And I've had other niggas before that never asked me to give them no money for their food. You offered it. Now it's different if I offered, but you called me and told me what we were going to eat and then tell me to give you some money.
Girl.
You want me to buy you some tampons too?
Listen, like,
I would never.
Girl, no.
That's like, I wouldn't call, y'all, I'm making this. Y'all send me some money so I make this.
If anything, I would have offered. If you were to say, hey, I'm going to cook y'all something, I'll be like, hey, girl, you need anything? You need me to go pick up something? I would have offered to do it.
But you're my man at this point. If you saying you cooking dinner, okay, I'm coming. You cooking dinner.
I was already on the way. You said you was going to cook.
It's not like I bring a bottle of wine or something.
I wouldn't come empty-handed.
That's the thing that gets me. It's not like I would always show up empty. I didn't have nothing that time I was coming from somewhere, but it's not like every time I come over there, I wouldn't bring nothing.
Right. I've had it where, like, we would do nights where, like, if there was somebody I was dating, we'd be like, okay, I'm going to go cook. Like, or it would be like a balance. Like, okay, I'll buy whatever and I'll cook it over there. Or you bought, you cook. Or we'll cook. It would be like, either way, it was balanced. It was never like.
That didn't bother me.
And like you say, I'm not coming empty-handed anyway.
But in that time, I was like, oh, no. Nope. That rubbed me the wrong way.
And you know what? A man with masculine energy won't even ask you, because the dudes I've dated, it wouldn't even be a thought. Like, there'd be times where I'd be like, okay, I noticed he's been doing, like, he been paying for stuff. Like, I'm like, I got it because I see what you're doing. Like, and most times, like, when I was with old boy, he used to be like, no. He would literally tell me, I was raised this way. Like, a woman's not to pay.
If you have to ask me at your mouth, they don't do it.
Right.
If you have to ask me about groceries, then guess what? Don't cook.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, hey, babe, eat before you get here. Fine.
Child. I've had a nigga, listen, Thickums. Thickums. That one time he was like, hey, let's go to a game. Like, he was like, oh.
This story every time.
He was like, let's go to this basketball game. And I'm not trying to sound stuck up, but coming from my previous relationship, we was going to professional games. So you're telling me.
You went to high school?
He was like, my
cousin. Game?
No.
Yes, very much giving self-made.
It wasn't self-made, but it was some other high school. He was like, my little cousin.
A high school game?
It was a high school game.
They had hot dogs out there? Oh, that's only a football game.
That's only a football.
He was like, yo, my cousin's playing a game. You want to come with me? Like, high school game? I don't really care to see no high school people
being
play.
Nice and lenient.
I was like, whatever, cool, we'll go. I'm thinking he just want to support his cousin, whatever, cool. It's a high school game, so I'm like, if it's not free, it's probably gonna be less than $10. But I'm not thinking about no price. You invited me.
Yeah, you sure to have my ticket?
No,
yeah,
on the way there, because the game was like right after I got off work. So I was like, I'll just meet you at the game. He was like, on my way, like leaving my job. He was like, oh, I just got here. The tickets is like $8. First of all, I'm already thinking, why are you telling me how much a ticket costs?
You sure to have my ticket?
It's $8.
That was his way of hinting at her.
$8. You listen. If you don't,
yeah, I wish you would have went. Just turned around.
I didn't go to the game. As soon as he told me the price, I didn't go to the game. And so he was like, "Okay, well, you want to go get something to eat after that?" I was like, "Sure, we can go get something to eat." It was like late. I went like close to his house. There was some hibachi spot, like Express Hibachi. Everybody know Express Hibachi is less than it's $10 at the most, depending on what you get. $10, $12.
Mm-hmm.
We got up in there. He made his way to that line.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there before you even finish the story. That right there, I've noticed, is another thing that feminine men do.
Walking ahead of you?
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Because he definitely opened the door.
Unless you're taking a bullet for me, niggas still your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's the only time you need to step in front of me.
I was testing him too. I was like, this nigga done marched his way up to the line to places where I said, let me see if he gonna turn around and be like, hey, where you at? Come up here.
Yeah,
nah,
like, she gonna get this? And
he didn't know me well enough to know what to order for me. So I was waiting to see if he was going to be like, hey, what you doing? Come here. What you want? Nah, he placed his order. And I think he knew he was ashamed because as soon as he got his ticket, he turned, didn't even look back. Didn't even look back at me. And granted, I have no problem paying for whatever. I don't go on no dates without making sure I have money.
But the way he did that is just...
He was embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed. I wasn't there.
I knew he ain't have the money when we was in the car, and he pulled out cash and started counting cash.
Oh, hell no.
I was like...
like we trying to get our lunch money together. Do you got an extra quarter so I can get some hot sauce to put on my fries? What the fuck?
Girl.
So he went to the game.
He went to
$8 to the game.
Listen.
Yep.
Add it up, Helena. Go ahead, do the math.
He's in the $8 for the game, right?
Yep.
Watch this motherfucker only got chicken hibachi because that's the cheapest.
That's the cheapest one, and I like shrimp.
He did get chicken. Think about it. If you want to add it up, if he would have paid for me and his ticket to the game, that's $16. The hibachi maybe $20
for one person.
Like for two. If
Well,
you would,
hibachi, I went to.
let's say we both got $10 plates or whatever, like chicken hibachi.
And
It might have been about like
$24.
$25.
Fine.
Yeah.
Either way,
So
It's
16.
still-
What's 16.25?
that's under $40.
God damn.
That was a
Yeah,
$40.
goddamn $40.
Listen, and mind you, I'm like I said, I'm used to going to professional. I have no reason to go see nobody play no high school game. Again, I'm used to going to professional people stuff. Like, you couldn't pay $8. Like, the fact that you texted me on the way there, hey, I just got here, because I guess he thought it was free. And he was like, oh, I'm thinking, why would you think it was free? You're not a student? We ain't been
You
in
was about to
school.
use somebody's ID.
Like, nigga, it's an $8 ticket. Oh, by the way, I just found out it's $8. I'm thinking, first, why are you telling me the price?
Thank you.
You invited me to this thing. Like,
Right.
this whole night was your idea.
See, that's the thing I don't like. If you invite me to do something, you covering it. You inviting me out. This is the date.
Yeah. And it's a cheap ass
Yeah.
date. A $40 date. This is like a $40 date.
He.
It can't get no cheaper than that. $40. Like I said, I
He
knew it was a
needed-
problem. He was in the car and he pulled that cash out and started counting that shit. I said, okay, this nigga. This nigga.
How'd you keep a straight face?
I didn't, but he didn't see my face. And I definitely was like, this nigga's counting money before we go in to eat.
At least he knows. Okay.
Did he drive there? He met you there?
Can't even get shrimp sauce.
Girl, that's when I knew. I was like, okay. And then shortly after that, you know what happened? The nigga tried to set it up. Because again, this is feminine energy. He was used to like his mother paying for a lot of his shit. Because there was one time I think he was trying to guilt trip me into paying his phone bill. Mm-hmm. Like, mind you, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not nothing. He hit me up, was like, yo, if you don't hear from me the next few days, it's because my phone cut off. I said, okay.
You got iPhone, right? We can do iPhone to iPhone texting.
I said, okay. Talk
You
to
got
you.
Wi-Fi. We can hit up on Facebook Messenger.
I just said, all right. But you know, like a nigga try to make it seem like, oh, man, maybe should no. And then one time he called me like, oh, yeah, well, let me call you back. I'm going to see if I can get my mama to give me this money. I'm gonna call my mama and see if she can get up off this money. I'm like, nigga, this sounds so unattractive.
The way you say that just made me drive right on the.
It did. It did. And let me tell you another reason. Now, this is what's going to really put you in the desert. One time he was like, hey, can you cash out me some money? Like $20.
Oh, the $21? I remember. I will never forget that.
What you gonna do for that 20? Nigga, you ain't asked for that. Shit, you gotta do some strange things.
Mama said.
This nigga was like, yo, his excuse was stupid. He was like, I need money for something. He was like, but I don't feel like going to the bank. Mind you, where he worked at, this is my thing. He was like, it's too much. I got to go to work and it's too much work for me to hit the bank and go to my job. But where he worked, they do cash bag. Like, nigga, go buy a pack of gum for $1, get cash bag. Boom. You ain't got to go to the bank. He was like, can you cash at me $20? And he said, actually, no, $21 because I don't want for the fee.
He wants you to cover the fee, too.
Never talked to him after that. Never talked to him after that.
That is so unattractive.
$20.
And the thing is, y'all still talking. It's not like y'all in a relationship. So you feel comfortable asking a girl,
can you loan me? Because he's getting cash at me. I didn't hear I'll pay you back.
Yeah, and that's what time I said, are you asking me? Like, nigga, it wasn't even like he was asking, like, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm like, in the bind, can you give me $20? Like, it's not even about the amount of money. But first of all, I'm already uncomfortable giving you money because me and you ain't have nothing for me to just be loaning you money. And I don't, even if it is $20, I'm not giving you, no.
You know what he sound like when he's saying that it's out of his way to go to the bank and that it's like, oh, the way my bank account is set up, I got my checkings go to my savings. You don't got no money. Just say you ain't had no money.
When you ask for an extra $1 to cover the fee,
he ain't got no damn money. Never in my life have I cashed out somebody and said, can you give me the money for the fee?
For the fee.
Go to hell. You got $1. You don't need to be worried about this. You got bigger problems.
Never spoke to him after that.
I wouldn't.
Never, like, I was already, like, disgusted after the $8 game. Mama? He asked his mama for everything.
She probably didn't give
him for the $20.
She probably
did, because I didn't give it to him. But for him, that's like a normal thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna call. Like the fact that he was on the phone, like, hey, yo, so yeah, I'm about to call my mama and see if she can give me this money for my phone bill. I'm like,
okay.
I don't know. That's just so unattractive the way he said it. Like, I understand when people have hard times and you need money, but he says it like it's just a regular thing. I'm about to finesse. I'm about to come up on this money because I like people taking care of me. Yeah, I'm a broke ass girly boy.
Oh, no. Because in his mind, like, men have a thing where they feel like, I work, I have a job, I have a car. So they feel like I got the basics, so that qualifies me as...
Congratulations, you're a human that can take care of yourself.
You're an adult. But I guess to him, he's like, that makes me like... Because a lot of niggas ain't here and work. Okay, nigga, you got a job, but you depending on how much you make, you need to budget your life out around that. Mm-hmm. There should be no reason why you can't afford a $50 phone bill with what you making, and that's the cheapest you gonna get for a phone bill. You can't get no lower than $40, $50, $45 is probably the lowest you can get for a phone bill nowadays.
I think so.
Like, you can't afford the lowest.
You just go to Crick and get that little $25 plan where you just text and talk.
No.
Oh, they got 25. He might need
whatever.
That.
I mean, if you can't pay, you don't need internet. you just get the text and talk.
Wait, you got your mama. He got his mama, and my thing is because you do that, you wanted to be in a relationship with someone and let your girlfriend take over what your mama do.
You old enough to fuck. You old enough to do the rest.
Don't hit me up saying cash at me $21. $21 is an odd number. $21.
21. Like,
imagine me texting you like, "Hey, Helena, cash at me $31." You would be like, "What's the other dollar for?" Like
$9.99. Nigga.
We don't even have decimals on Cash App, I don't think.
And the fee was what, maybe a quarter? Usually it's like 10%.
75 cents.
Something like that. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Disgusted.
So why do y'all think there are so many feminine men nowadays?
I think toxic motherhood plays a part in it. I think
daddy issues, females.
Yeah, daddy issues.
Some women, they're comfortable taking care of a man as long as they have a man. And that's the thing. Most women, they want to be with somebody so bad that they're willing to accept all the fuckery. That just to say I have a man, you're going to tolerate all the other stupid shit. You're going to pay this, you're going to pay that. Just to say you have a man.
Yep.
Yeah, but then you stressing
yourself out. You over here buying
out.
all the Alfredo sauce in the restaurant, in the grocery store.
Ain't no sauce
making
in the
some
damn
Alfredo
restaurant.
noodles. Just so you have a fucking man.
Points were made.
So that y'all can record videos to put on Snap and Facebook.
No, I think you're right, though. I think you're right.
I mean, everybody, social media is just making it hard for these girls out here. Everybody just want to be with somebody so bad that they'll just accept anything just to say, I have a man. And you know that nigga a bum. So, and if a man sees that you will do certain things or you tolerate certain things, that's what he gonna keep doing that. No man gonna, if you put your foot down, a man's gonna change his shit together. But if he cheats and be like, oh, it's fine, it's that bitch fault. She's like, she shouldn't have taken her clothes off. She's like, she tempted you. Or you forgive him. Guess what? He gonna go. He be like, oh yeah, this bitch.
You teaching him how to treat you.
Yeah. So I mean,
and that's the way they're teaching him to be your son. He gonna act like your son.
And half the time you can always blame a man for his actions. You got to hold these females accountable too, because you'll get what you accept. So a man will only work as hard as you make him. So half the time, bro, go ahead, shit, slide that bitch car. Take her car. Do what you gotta do because she's allowing it. Yeah. So I don't blame this. Bro, do what you gotta do. Valentine's coming up.
I mean, you're right.
It is when women do enable it. And I have to look, that's accountability. I have enabled feminine ass niggas before, didn't even know they were feminine. Didn't know I was out here being the man. Big Bertha and this. Like, damn, yeah, this my bitch. Right. I didn't even know I take care of this nigga. But that's just women, we have to take accountability and sit back and really look at it, because you usually know what you like. Even if you don't know before, once you get with that person, like, damn, I really don't like this man. Why I don't like these things about him? Oh, because he act like a girl.
But just so you can have your little picture for social media, right? You go ahead and you tolerate it, and it is what it is.
Social media don't influence nothing. I'm not going to settle out and be miserable for the sake of having a picture with a man. That don't do nothing for me. No. Like the people I've dated, like, I think this also comes with having good examples. And even if you're not dating someone, if you ain't got no brothers, no uncles, like, some of y'all got some good, like, guy friends who are examples of, like, niggas who on they shit.
Right.
A bitch who's not ready to listen is not going to listen.
That's true. But you do need men that you respect to teach you these things. And I wish that I had more male figures in my life growing up that I could talk to that would taught me things like this. Because I think I would have avoided men like this. You know better, you do better. Because your mom can only teach you but so much. And what she knows.
If your mama a hoe too, then both of y'all in the same category. So
I mean, it be like that.
Yeah.
It cycles.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. It's, for me, like, the reason why I would, like, you know how you're trying to get to know somebody. Mm-hmm. So there are times where in the beginning, you don't know any better until they start revealing, like, some of their patterns and their habits. That was always my thing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to know him. But I'm like, I'm already feeling like, And part of the reason why I was uncomfortable was because, again, like, the way my mother raised my brothers, men in my family, they don't act like that. So for me, I'm like, this is unfamiliar. And because it's unfamiliar, and it's unfamiliar in a bad way, because it ain't like I was raised around feminine men or nothing like that. I was raised around men who be like, hey, nigga, get up. Like, you go get out and cut the grass, or you go get out and go do it. Like,
yes, I love that. That just made me wet. Cut the grass. Please like, go cut the grass.
Go do something. Like, my brothers wasn't sitting around.
Go build something.
Mm-mm. Like you can, it's a balance. I really feel like you can be a mother who raises your son, does everything a mother's supposed to do, but you also can teach him, hey, like, you can't teach him how to be a man, you know, to a certain extent, but you can teach him, this is what a man does. You can teach him, like, it's your responsibility to do that. You shouldn't sit back and see me take the trash out and cut the grass. You should not be comfortable seeing me overworked and doing everything because you're not doing whatever. Nah.
Preach. Because I will never forget that there used to be some feminine janitors at my damn job. I'm like, you see me carrying this big ass box all the way from this building back to the other building and go to my office. And this motherfucker didn't even hold the door, you didn't offer to get the box, let alone hold the door open.
It's your job.
Feminine.
It's your job.
No, it's not his job, but any other man would be like, oh, you got that? I'll carry that for you. Don't worry about it. Feminine.
Before they think twice, they're like, I'll get that box for you.
Anytime.
That's how I was raised.
My supervisor, don't touch that door. All right, sir. He don't let me touch no doors. Not these new men.
And see, look, I'm glad I've dated men who've done that. Because I told you there was that one dude I was with in college for a while. I was like, I didn't even know what a doorknob felt like. Mm. He opened getting to the car. He opened the door. When we got to our destination, he got out the car, opened the door. Any door, he opened.
I don't think I've ever had a man open my car door. And when that day comes,
ever,
when that day comes, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Right there in that apartment.
He's never opened the door.
I've never had no man open no car door for me.
Y'all know what
type of niggas I fucked with.
Not one. Not even your first. Not even. Oh, no. Well, no, there would be no reason because you was driving.
Well, see, these niggas not used to cars.
That's true.
I mean, if your belt was rolling in the passenger seat, I mean, you
the least he could do was come let the driver in.
I mean, the bus had always been open for him.
You right.
They used the automatic door.
You right.
I've never, like, to this day, my two oldest brothers are married. Like, if I'm ever around them and they're with their wives, they open the car doors.
That's beautiful.
Like, my sister-in-law, like, she waits. Like, if she goes up to the car, my brother opens the door for her. Like, she don't touch nothing. Both of my brothers do that.
I ain't patient ass, but come on.
I'd
rather jump out the car.
But that's training, because like, my brothers had, like, trained them to be like, no. So, like, she will sit in the car, and then my brother gets out, he opens her car door. You're trained to do that now. Like, until you're accustomed to that, you will always be like,
nigga. And there's things that they usually learn from their mother.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I was talking about my supervisor, he would say, oh, no, I was raised, I don't let no women open no door. You're not going to carry nothing heavy. I'm around here. I'm here. I was raised to do these things. Mm-hmm. And that's training. So it is women, again, mothers.
Yeah.
Raise them up to be a man.
And like you said, be accountable, stop enabling people. Like, sometimes if a man's never known to do that, or maybe he's never been a woman where he respected enough to do those type things for her, you can be like, hey, nigga, you think I'm your queen, right?
Right.
And you love me like that? I need you to start being a gentleman. Chivalry, sometimes niggas just stab the hell out of chivalry. Like, why
is chivalry still here? It's only a few got it. It's rare.
It's cute. Like, if you're chivalrous, like, that will make a woman naturally want to do a lot of things for you. Like,
but don't be a chicken head bitch thinking they can open that door for you either, bitch. Open your own damn door.
Well, we talking about nice women. Chicken head.
Nah, it's one of these bum bitches that be wanting some fucking respectful woman. No, bitch.
The white tongue bitches.
Bitch, we're not even gonna go there about scrubbing your tongue.
Okay, you're right. That was a point. There are some women who feel like they deserve that treatment and they really don't. So you just gotta do certain things for people that deserve it. But
I feel like I deserve that treatment. So
you do.
If you're not gonna bring that treatment, I might tell you once. All right, I don't like this. You need to do this, or I don't know. I feel like I don't want to have to teach somebody to do that. Either you got it or you don't.
I mean, sometimes you might just, not everybody know. Like, they have to be like, hey, I like my door being open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, why you sit in the car? Nigga, open my door.
Yeah.
So
I like chivalry. Mm-hmm. So show me that you know how to be chivalrous. And if you can't, then you might not be a match for me.
And then that nigga might just leave your ass in that car.
but you know what? That's okay, because then I know he's not it.
Yeah, because you're right. Some men, it's just in them. Because I never had to tell them to open my door. Mm-hmm. Like, he just did it. And then from that point on, that's just when I was with him, I never had to worry about that. Like, I got accustomed to, if I'm with him, when I walk up to a car, he's gonna, before I even walk up to the door, he's gonna already be there to have the door open. Mm. And when we get somewhere, he'll just.
I've had to teach some niggas that I'm supposed to walk on the inside on the sidewalk. You supposed to walk on the street. I said, get the fuck. Like, I'm just so dumb. Why did I even talk to anybody? I'm just getting upset now. You fucking
drive by.
You supposed to get hit by the car, not me.
Some people don't know that. Oh, and I did want to say, for those who don't know the traits of a masculine man, because I did write this down.
Yes, ma'am. Come with it.
He is focused. He is purpose-driven. He can communicate effectively. He is busy trying to get established and making a name for himself. He is a problem solver and could care less about being seen. He ain't trying to be all up in everybody's face.
That's why I like my man with 2 likes on Instagram.
Boom.
He ain't got time to take no pictures because he out here working.
Right. He ain't out here trying to flaunt. He the type of nigga, he go to the gym. He like, I'm working out for myself. Because I've definitely been in the gym where there been like the nigga who was all buff and so like, nigga, this is like not your runway. Like, you barely to work out. You been up and down everywhere, been in everybody's face, waving like you Obama, trying to kiss everybody's babies. Nigga, go. If you don't go bench press something and
you can tell who's in there to work out and who's not working out. Like, you in there to be seen. And then a lot of these dudes now, I've run across so many of them on Instagram now that are just like, they are Instagram models. I was like, why are you in the camera I don't know. That kind of turned me off. I was like, why are you in the camera so much? Yes, lifting weights. They're getting dressed up to make these little videos. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong to make videos, but every day you got a new picture. You got dressed up. You in the camera. You got to get on live and talk to everybody. Got your lips all glossed up. Bitch, if you don't put my clear lip gloss back, too pretty for me. You in there in the mirror longer than me. If it take you longer to do your hair than it do for me to secure my wig.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
It's a problem.
Oh my God. Real advice.
Ain't nobody said it was going to be easy, but it'll get easy when you learn how to love yourself. When you get to a point in your life where you look at people and you go, okay, wait a minute, you or me, you will make a decision.
What y'all got? What advice y'all got?
Be a man.
If you gay, you gay. I mean, it's 2020 now. I mean, it's cool.
I agree. I agree.
Like RuPaul said, how you gonna love somebody if you don't love yourself? If you gay, you gay. I mean,
I agree. I don't think some of these men know they're feminine.
Yeah, they don't.
Find out if you feminine.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them don't know because they so used to being the way they are. And no one's ever told them like, hey,
maybe you should try the man and see what the man is asking for.
Well,
my advice, I think, would be, I would think, like Raven said, that's a good one. Like, check yourself, like, do some self-reflection and be like, do I have like these type traits? It's not about bashing men. It's just about holding you accountable because some stuff you can't say you want to be in a relationship with a woman and be a husband and all this other stuff and be a boyfriend, whatever, and you don't possess certain qualities to be the head of household and to do that. And then y'all's biggest complaint next will be a woman's not submissive. No, you're not a leader. Like you're not giving me nothing I can follow behind. So
preach.
Like work on yourself. Work on your leadership.
I'm about to shout.
Work on your leadership. do that. Be purpose driven. Be ambitious. Don't be trying to ride out, like, get yourself off the ground off my back. Nah.
My back is broke. It's tired.
Right.
I'm not lifting no more, y'all heavy ass niggas. Fuck you.
Like, no. Like, I don't mind if I see you really doing it and, like, you focus, then cool, we match. But, that's my advice right there. Stop dating people you don't match. How about that?
Thank you. And what does that go back to? Do some self-reflection. Work on your inner self. That's the thing. People want to avoid that because, like, it's not about bashing. I'm not trying to bash no man. I'm holding everybody accountable. Men, women, me. I hold myself accountable. And that's how you continue to grow and evolve and be a better person. Because if I want this type of masculine man, I got to make sure I have my qualities right, too. So, ladies, get yourself together, too.
Stop asking for stuff that you can't give, like...
If you can buy it for yourself, don't ask for it.
Yeah. Don't be saying you want a masculine man when you piss poor.
Right.
Like,
babe, you gonna give me that bag, that Birkin?
What, you don't need no Birkin when you on food stamps, welfare, Section
She
8, and they got the daycare
Calvin Klein from Burlington. that shit was $29.99.
They don't. What they need a purse for? You sit at home, you ain't got no job. What you need to carry stuff in?
Ask for shit. If you can't buy it, don't ask for it. Fuck it.
Step your cookies up for they crumble. How about that? Like, step your cookies up.
Make some new cookies.
Yeah.
Some of them crumbled.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
What I require out of a partner is, like, I possess those qualities. Not saying, like, I possess, like, the masculine. It's like, I'm on my stuff. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Balance. It's a balance. You want the man to have the masculine. When you have a masculine man in your life, he's going to bring out those feminine qualities in you because you're matching him.
Period.
Y'all gonna match. He bring the table, I bring the chairs.
Okay.
Unless you're Indian, like, sit on the floor.
Then I brought the pillows.
Right. I brought the blanket. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on IG. We are Queenish_podcast. If you have questions, would like to receive advice, you can email us at gmail.com. Bye.
Bye.